Hey guys, happy Friday! As you probably already know, this week marked the 1-year anniversary of the start of Geeks of the Week. So, before I address the other geeks and go on to my promised Magic the Gathering talk, I wanted to give you a quick visual summary reenactment of all of my videos. Hey guys, I'm Nikki and I'll be rounding off Geeks of the Week with Fridays. Moffat! He's Batman. Ninja! I need to brush up on my Vulcan nerve pinch. Doctor Who! Hunger Games! Sherlock! Howdy, every pony! Harry Potter! Avengers! Free Comic Book Day! I like to slay vampires with magic in my off time. Fanime friends! Fanime feels! I'm going to the wizarding world! Sherbet lemon! Hero clicks! Justice! Doctor Who? Dude. Whovian is in the dictionary. Never let anyone make you ashamed of who you are or what you like. Doctor Who! Doctor Who starts tomorrow! Doctor Who! Pokemon! Doctor Who! Sherlock! Comic Expo feels! All the Joss Whedon things! Firefly! Ready Player One! Firefly! Firefly! City of Bones! Sword Art Online! I'm Batman! Lord of the Rings! Hobbit! It's the end of the world! Doctor Who! Being Human! Felicia Day! Cosplay! I'm in Washington! The area awesome girls into nerdy activities. So hopefully that was helpful for anyone who joined us late in the game and doesn't have the time to go back and catch up with all of the videos. So Steph asked us if we collected anything, and if you didn't get it from the visual summary, I kind of obsessively collect geeky shirts. Mostly from 24-hour sites. The shirts that I've worn so far are only about a third of what I actually have. These are the shirts I haven't worn, and that doesn't include the ones in the laundry. I'm gonna give internet hugs to Lilico and Pyro because they seem really stressed out about life. And Mario, I'm super jealous of your future self's epic beard. Seriously, I didn't actually hear anything you said over the sound of how awesome the beard was. And one more quick thing before the magic stuff. Matt Smith, the current Doctor of Doctor Who, is set to make his American acting debut as lead in a movie that has Ryan Gosling making his directing debut. It's called How to Catch a Monster, and the premise sounds really cool, so I'm gonna put a link below about that. Alright, as promised, an overview of Magic the Gathering and my experience with it. But to avoid making a ridiculously long video of information overload, I'm just gonna cover the very basics this time around, and next week I'll go over a bit more stuff. Disclaimer! I am not an expert! Alright, Magic the Gathering is a card game where each of the players are wizards that use creatures, spells, and items to defeat each other. Each player starts off with 20 life points, and to make life easier, if you have a smartphone, you can download a free app that'll keep track of those throughout the game for you. First, there are the basic land cards: Island, Forest, Plains, Mountain, and Swamp. Next are the creature cards. Every creature has attack and defense points. For example, this creature has 1 attack and 1 defense, and this one has 6 attack and 1 defense. Some creatures have special traits in the description, but I'll get into that in another video as well. Next are the 3 different spell cards: Instant, Sorcery, and Enchantment. Instant and Sorcery cards can only be played once unless otherwise specified in the description, whereas enchantments remain in play until destroyed. If an enchantment affects a creature, it dies with the creature. But if it affects a player, the player has to have a card that specifically destroys enchantments to get rid of it. So those can be really frustrating sometimes. Lastly, there are artifact cards, which are played under the same rules as enchantments. There are also cards called planeswalkers, but as neither my friends or I play with them, I can't really talk about those. Every non-land card has its cost to play in the upper right corner, and land pays for them. For example, this card costs 1 swamp to play, and this one costs 1 mountain and 4 of any other land cards that you have. So the luck portion of the game is having a good balance of land and non-land cards at your disposal. Unfortunately, a lot of my games go one of 2 ways. I have so many cool cards and no land. Great. All the land and nothing to actually defend myself with. So if that happens to you a lot, don't be discouraged. It just happens. Okay, so I think that covers all of the basic card information. I know it sounds like a lot of stuff to retain, but when you're actually playing, it's really not that difficult. I picked it up really quickly, and this is the first game of this type that I've ever played. Next week, I'll go into the different colors and building a deck, and eventually I'll try to film an actual game for those who are more visual like me. Okay, so I kinda glazed over the 1-year anniversary thing because I suck at talking about emotional stuff, and I'm not really sure if I can actually put into words how much this channel and the other geeks have meant to me over the past year. and even more so over the past few months. Having this creative thing to do every week gave me something to focus on when I was going through the roller coaster of graduation and losing a job. And I don't have a lot of personal life drama, but I know if I did, the other geeks would be there for support. So thank you to Steph for taking the leap of faith and starting the channel. Thanks to all of the geeks for being just amazing people in general. And thank you for being involved in whatever capacity you involve yourself, whether it be through comments and replies or just watching and enjoying. It's been an amazing year, and I can't wait to see what another year might bring us. So I hope everyone has an amazing weekend, stay geeky, and we'll see you next week. This year marked the one... Oops. My TARDIS is calling.